is, YouTube community? My name is Raphael, aka Ganasco, and I am back with another YouTube video, man. You guys already know what it is, what it was, and what it wasn't, man. We is back, and welcome to Bird Talk with Ganasco. First things first, if you guys are just seeing this channel for the very first time, this new channel that I do have a main channel. But if you guys are seeing this channel for the very first time, man, be sure to leave a like. And I'll ask you that question later on in the video, just in case you like my content, so you can leave that like later if you want. But be sure to subscribe to the channel as well, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So today, I have my list of my top 32 starting QBs in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, this list is going to consist of, yes, statistics from this previous season. However, it's also going to be a little bit of, you know what I mean, who I really genuinely believe is a better quarterback or not. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to be a mixture of both and all this extra stuff. Look, nonetheless, I know this is going to sound very biased, but I believe that this is the most accurate depiction of what the top 32 starting NFL QBs are in the NFL today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go through the entire list just so you guys know where I have everybody ranked. And then after that, if you guys choose to stay or not, just be sure to hit that like button. Remember that. But if you guys choose to stay or not, I'm going to explain why I have each player at each position. Maybe I might skip over a few because, quite frankly, we know why these certain players rank where they rank. But yeah, I'm going to have explanations for some that you guys may think is like mind-boggling to you guys. But yeah, we'll start off. At number 1, I have Patrick Mahomes. I don't think there's much question there. Again, I don't need to explain. But it's a battle between this guy and the next guy, which at number 2, I have Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod, the most talented QB of all time, in my opinion. However, at the number 3 spot, we have Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't think there's an argument thus far. I'm pretty sure we know that those 3 are the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. And if you guys disagree with that, my bad. At number 4, man, I have Josh Allen. How can you not have him in your top 5? But that's the number 4 spot for me. At number 5, I have Russell Wilson. Now, you guys may have your questions now, like Russell Wilson at 5. Yeah, again, I'll explain later. But as of right now, Russell Wilson at number 5 for me. At number 6, I have Matthew Stafford, the Super Bowl winning quarterback, Matthew Stafford, at the number 6 spot. At number 7, I have Joe Burrow, the dude that played Matthew Stafford in this Super Bowl. Just a bright young career thus far. At number 8 on my list, I have Kyler Murray. I feel like a lot of people have been bringing Kyler Murray down on their list as of late, and it makes no sense to me, quite honestly. So I have Kyler Murray at the number 8 spot for me. At 9, I have Justin Herbert. For a lot of you guys, that may be a little bit too low, but again, we'll talk about that. At the number 10 spot, I have Deshaun Watson. We're not going to act like this dude isn't a great quarterback. This is actually a pretty low ranking, but we haven't seen him play all of last year. We all know that. Who knows what he's going to look like now? But as of what we know right now from his young career, this man is a stud at the quarterback position, and that's just quite frankly the truth. So I have him at the number 10 spot. At the number 11 spot, I have Dak Prescott. At number 12, this is the dude that I would rank above Dak Prescott at the number 11 spot, but I just cannot do so because, quite frankly, Dak Prescott, you can't deny his production, right? We can't deny his production, but I would take this quarterback, which is Lamar Jackson, who had a very off year last year. Although he didn't play as bad as his stats indicate, because his stats were pretty bad last year, I would still take Lamar Jackson over Dak, and I'm doing a little bit of the explanation right now when I know I said I was going to do it later, but you guys need to understand that I would have Lamar over Dak, but as of right now, I just can't do so. So Dak at 11, Lamar Jackson at 12. I have Kirk Cousins at the number 13 spot for the 13th best quarterback in the NFL right now. At number 14, I have Derek Carr. We all know he's up and down, so I think 14 is a pretty bright spot for him. At number 15, yes, I believe this man is a top 15 quarterback in this league. You guys are disgusting for not thinking so because I already know a lot of you don't. But Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is a top 15 quarterback, and he's at number 15 right now on this list. At the 16th spot, we have Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, porn star Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? We have Jimmy G at the number 16 spot, and I feel like 16 is absolutely perfect for Jimmy G, man. I believe, look, here go my little explanation right now. You feel what I'm saying? Jimmy G is the prototypical manager QB. He manages games. That's what he does. He's a winning quarterback. He's been to 3 NFC Championship games, if I'm not mistaken, and he's been to 1 Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. However, this man, all he does is win. Regular season, his win-loss ratio is insane. All this man does is win, but he's always been around really, really well-put talent, a great offensive line, great running game, great defense, Debo, George Kittle, you know what I'm saying? So all he has to do is manage it, and I feel like he does that better than anybody in the league, but I don't think he's great. So I think 16 is a perfect spot for Jimmy Garoppolo because it's just half of this list. He's at that halfway point for me. So Jimmy Garoppolo at 16. At number 17, I have Tua Tagovailoa. Yes, the same dude that everybody is downgrading as well. What the hell was wrong with everybody? Everybody's putting Tua way down on their list. They don't believe in Tua. I'm just not getting it. And again, I would explain, but Tua Tagovailoa at the number 17 spot for me. At number 18, our guy, Jalen Hurts. I have Jalen Hurts at the 18 spot, man. You cannot tell me he is not a top 20, at the very least, quarterback in this NFL. Listen, man, I have Jalen at the number 18 spot. Again, we can explain that all day long. You feel what I'm saying? And again, I feel like it's a very fair ranking for Jalen Hurts. I really do. And for those of you that just think he's way lower on the list, don't know what to think about you guys other than damn, you know what I mean? Did you graduate? I don't know. At number 19, we have Matt Ryan, his old self. Again, this is based off right now. Who would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? Listen, Matt Ryan, who has had a great statistical career and will have a great season with the Indianapolis Colts. I have him at the number 19 spot. He's just getting up there in age. That's pretty much all that you could say, because that is Matty Ice at the end of the day. At the number 20 spot, we have Ryan Tannehill, a dude that, let's be honest, he isn't all that great. At the number 21 spot, I have Mac Jones. That may be a little bit too low for you guys, but again, I will explain. However, it seems pretty low to me right now. As a matter of fact, that is the most questionable one that I have on this list. It is. It's the most questionable one I have on the list. Don't get me wrong. At number 22, we have Jared Goff. At the number 23 spot, we have Jameis Winston, who, by the way, I'm not a fan of. Anybody that knows me knows that. But to be fair, when he did play for the Saints, he played fairly well. At least that 14 touchdowns to 13 interception ratio is insane to me, especially coming from him. But we'll see. I just don't think he's that great of a quarterback. We all know he's a turnover machine waiting to happen. But he can also give you 30 touchdowns. But again, like that one year, he had 30 interceptions. That's ill. You know what I'm saying? At the number 24 spot, high upside. I believe he's going to be a great quarterback in this league. But again, it's just right now he is a rookie, or he was a rookie last season. Trevor Lawrence, I have at the number 24 spot just because I have him with the highest upside as well. So I'm adding potential in this a little bit as well. At the number 25 spot, I have Davis Mills. I had to look this guy up a little bit because, quite frankly, who the hell watches Texans football? Let's be honest. I didn't watch a goddamn single game from him. Why would I? He didn't play against the Eagles last year. But I did my research, and man, he's looking pretty solid. I have him at the 25 spot. Nothing too special, but, you know, quite frankly, better than the rest of the guys I'm about to list. Including this guy, the number 26 spot, I have Daniel Jones. He's a tricky one, a pretty weird one to rank for me, but quite frankly, he's just not a good quarterback, man. Let's just call it spade a spade. He's at the number 26 spot for me. At number 27, another dude that I believe has huge upside. I believe he's going to have a really good career, believe it or not, is Justin Fields. I love his game personally. That's just my personal opinion, but Justin Fields is at the 27th spot. I just feel like everything was so unfair for him last year, but we'll talk about that. At number 28, we have Zach Wilson. At number 29, I have Marcus Mariota. At number 30, this is weird because we don't know who's going to be the starter. However, Mitchell Trubisky is at the 30 spot for me. Again, we don't know if Kenny Pickett is going to start. By the way, he's from Jersey. Like that. I like that. But again, we don't know if Kenny Pickett is going to start. So as of right now, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to Mitchell Trubisky because, quite frankly, if Kenny Pickett were to start, we would have to rank him at the very last spot because he hasn't played in the NFL yet. And who's to say he's going to be great or bad? You know, who knows? So, yeah, I mean, I have Mitchell Trubisky at the 30 spot. 31, I have Sam Darnold. He's just been so bad. I can't believe how bad his career has dipped off. Never really was great to begin with, but it was really bad last year. So 31, Sam Darnold. But at the 32 spot, man, Drew Lock. Somebody that hasn't proven shit in this league yet. And quite frankly, I had so much upside for him. once he came out of the draft. I forgot what draft it was, but quite frankly, I thought he was going to be a really good QB. He didn't work out for the Broncos, and quite frankly, let's be honest, he's not working out for the Seahawks. The Seahawks need something better. And Drew Lock is the worst quarterback in the NFL to me, starting-wise. And that doesn't say much because you're in the NFL, my guy. That means, you know what I mean? You made it when a lot of us in this world can't. I thought I was going to make it to the NFL. Then I realized I'm 5'2". God damn it. Now listen to me. Again, I'm going to explain things right now. I'm about to go through them as briefly as I can. But again, I feel like this is a very, very accurate list, man. And if you guys agree, man, let me know down in that comment section down below. You feel me? Number 1, we have Patrick Mahomes, like I said. And quite frankly, who can argue that? I just think he's the best quarterback in the league right now. He had a down year last year. We get it. To put up those type of numbers and that be a down year, you got to know how great he is. At the number 2 spot, of course, I have Aaron Rodgers. That's somebody that, of course, 37-4 touchdown interception ratio is mind-boggling, insane. And quite frankly, A-Rod does that a lot. He is the most talented QB of all time to me. He's just getting up there in age. I prefer Patrick Mahomes over A-Rod right now, even though A-Rod just won the MVP trophy. So if you have him at number 1, wouldn't deny that. You know what I'm saying? We have the GOAT, Tom Brady, like I said, at number 3. Who can argue that? If you want him number 1 because he is the GOAT, that's fine. He's just getting up there in age as well. I mean, I have Pat better than both of those guys. At number 4, to me, there's no denying that Josh Allen is a part of that top 4 QB spot in the NFL right now. I think there's just no denying that. So whoever thinks otherwise, stop it. At number 5, again, this is where I need to explain a little bit because quite frankly, he was injured last year for a majority of the games. And yet his completion percentage, super high as always. His quarterback rating, super high as always. I don't really remember his touchdown to interception ratio, but quite frankly, I'm sure it was solid. And listen, he was coming off of a stinger, whatever he was going through. He was the finger situation as well. Listen, Russell Wilson is one of the best quarterbacks in this league, and he will prove it this year with a phenomenal team in the Broncos. So again, we'll figure this out, but quite frankly, I just have him at the number 5 spot. There's no denying his greatness and the things that he has done in this league, yet he still has a bunch more years to go. I would take him over a lot of these people any time of the day, and he's proven so much more. So quite frankly, I have Russell Wilson at 5. Matthew Stafford at 6. I just think that's a fair rating. I mean, he's not better than the other 5 guys I just named, yet he did just win the Super Bowl. Give it to him. Give it to him. He's top 10 for sure. So 6 is fine to me. Joe Burrow at 7 has all the potential. I mean, we get that. I know Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert is the 2 guys that's like neck and neck out of the same draft. You know, everybody's super high on Justin Herbert, which is why I got to explain that as well. Joe Burrow just made it to the Super Bowl. I rank him above Justin Herbert. Now, again, they're neck and neck, but I do have Justin Herbert at the number 9 spot, and at number 8, I have Kyler Murray. Now, Kyler Murray, again, has proven more than Justin Herbert to me. He has. Kyler Murray, I don't know what the whole downside of him is. I see a lot of people downplaying his game now. Like, he isn't a super crafty quarterback. He has such a nice touch on the ball, nice spin on it. I just think he's very talented. And I just, you know what I mean? Again, he's proven a little bit more than Justin Herbert has. So, again, I'm just going to go ahead and have to give that number 8 spot to Kyler Murray. So, that explains why I have Justin Herbert at number 9, because I just can't put him above Joe Burrow, who was just in the Super Bowl, and I can't put him above Kyler Murray, who has had a nice career thus far. He went down last year and then was pretty bad after that, but he did lead his team to the playoffs and the best record in the league at one point. So I got Kyler Murray above Justin Herbert. At number 10, I explained that already earlier. So yeah, we'll leave that at that. We just didn't see him last year, but he is typically a top 5 QB in this league. So we'll just see what this year, what he does, if he can even play. So we're going to have to figure that out. But I have Deshaun Watson at number 10. At number 11, again, I said this earlier, I would have preferred Lamar Jackson. But quite frankly, I have Dak Prescott at 11 above Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott threw for, I don't know the exact numbers. I did the research, I just forgot them. But he threw for over 30 touchdowns and only like 10 interceptions or something like that. He always puts up high, huge numbers. You know, he's not a top 10 quarterback in this league. Stop it. He's not super elite at anything. Stop calling him an elite quarterback. He is outside of that top 10 for sure. And if you want to put him at 10, that's cool as well. I don't have a problem with it. But he's not super elite at anything. Stop it. He's been in the league for 7 years now. He's entering his 7th season and only won one playoff game, okay? This is me hating on him, but also at the same time, I have him at 11. How can I be hating if he's a top 10 to 11 quarterback in the league? You know what I'm saying? So I like Dak Prescott, and I love his game personally, but he's not something too crazy like everybody likes to paint him out to be, like a top 5 quarterback. Like, stop. Like I said, Lamar Jackson, I would have above Dak, but Dak has just his production is just outside of this world when it comes to him versus Lamar. So I feel like that's unfair to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put Dak over Lamar, and Lamar being at number 12. At number 13, I have Kirk Cousins. This is another one where I feel like, man, I have to put Kirk above Lamar. I really do feel that way because Kirk Cousins, he just puts up them insane numbers every year. He just puts up phenomenal numbers, but he doesn't win anything. He doesn't win playoff games. He doesn't really go to the playoffs. It's weird. It's actually weird because the Vikings aren't that bad of a team, and he plays great statistically. His statistics are insane and out of this world. So I would have him above Lamar, but I just can't do it this time. I cannot put Kirk above Lamar. I would have Lamar any time of the day over Kirk, I'm being honest. But Kirk is a really good quarterback in this league. Derek Carr, I don't think I need to explain much. 14, he's pretty much, he has those elite games, and then he has those down games, and it's weird, it's questionable, blah, blah, blah. I have him at 14. At number 15, like I said, Carson Wentz, man. Carson Wentz I'm about to make a whole video of him. I really am. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so you guys know I have opinions on him, and I want to let you guys know my honest thoughts and opinions on Carson Wentz. But he had a really good, solid season last year. He really did. I feel like it was so unfortunate what had happened, him getting traded, just because they needed somebody to throw under the bus. That was like so corny to me. And it's just unfair. He's getting a bad rap. I mean, again, in a whole nother video, I will explain Carson Wentz to you guys, but you guys cannot tell me that he's at least damn near middle of the pack. I mean, Carson threw for 27 touchdowns last year and 7 interceptions. That's the 3rd time he has done that in his 6-year career. Quite frankly, guys, that's pretty consistent if we're being honest. So he had 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Like I said, great touchdown interception ratio, put up really good numbers. He just folded at the end of the season, and then again, here we go with the whole notion he's a really bad quarterback. Stop it. The Commanders, I feel like you guys are going to be much better than you guys anticipate. So, yeah, I got Carson at number 15. Jimmy G, already explained it earlier, so you guys know why. He's just that prototypical game manager, and he is just middle of the pack for real. At the number 16 spot, which is exactly half, he's just perfect at that spot. I hope you guys can agree with that. At number 17, I have Tua Tagovailoa. Just like Kyler Murray, those are two dudes that I feel like you guys are just putting way down the list. And when I say you guys, again, I'm talking about the media. The media is absolutely disrespecting Tua. I can't believe it. I personally cannot believe it. The dude, I watched 2 Miami Dolphin games last year, and the dude played great in those games, if I'm being honest. I think you guys are just downplaying Tua so much. Tua's going to prove a lot of people wrong. I think he's a really good quarterback in this league. He reminds me so much of Drew Brees. I don't want to make that comparison, but Drew Brees started off his career very slow. We're not going to act like he didn't. So sometimes that just happens. He's entering his 3rd year. I feel like what happened with Tua in his very first year, he should have redshirted that year. But of course, they made him play. Then they was benching him. And then he threw 1 interception. They benched him. And, bro, the whole thing was a mess. I mean, they treated Tua horribly down there. And you expect him to bounce back from that like that? I got Tua at 17, man. Fight me. And then I have our guy, Jalen Hurts, at the number 18 spot. I know Jalen Hurts has had statistically a better career thus far than Tua. And I see a lot of people, I like this. I love this, actually. I see a lot of people ranking Jalen Hurts above Tua Tagovailoa, which it's crazy to me because I just didn't think anybody would do that. Everybody, when Jalen got drafted, everybody said the same thing. Oh, he lost his spot to Tua in college and blah, 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 and all this extra stuff. All right, cool, man. Jalen Hurts, man, I believe it. I believe this man is going to he's going to have a great career. He's gonna have a really good career. I don't want to say great because I don't see a Super Bowl. Maybe I don't. I'm be honest with you. Not right now, at least. We'll see. We'll see what he does this year. We'll see what my man does this year. You know what I'm saying? But again, he's had a better career thus far than Tua Tagovailoa, even making it to the playoffs in his first starting year. You know what I'm saying? So I get that aspect of it, but there's no denying that Tua is a more accurate and better passer, in my opinion, than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I even think that's my opinion. I think we all agree with that. So I would take the better passing QB in that aspect when it comes to Tua versus Jalen. So I would have Tua ranked just slightly above Jalen, although Jalen has already proven more than Tua. He still has a lot to prove, and I can't wait till we prove these things because I believe it will happen. But Jalen Hurts at the number 18 spot, that is like perfect to me. That's where he deserves to be right now. At number 19, I explained that earlier as well. We don't need to get into that. Matt Ryan at number 19, I don't think much people would argue with that. Those other quarterbacks are just better right now. Ryan Tannehill, let's talk about it. I've never been a fan. I personally always said to everybody that I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. He plays on a dominant team. He plays on a team that has good coaching, has a great defense, has a good offensive line, has the number one running back in the league, although I'd say Jonathan Taylor personally. But he has the number one running back in the league. And yo, their name Titans is perfect for that team because they're built all like Titans. Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, who we have now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm hyped, boy. You know what I mean? A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, mammoth of receivers, a mammoth in a running back, mammoth in the offensive line. I mean, everything is just perfect, yet the only thing holding the Titans back from playoff success is the quarterback. Are we not going to act like that's not true? He had a very underwhelming year last year, very putrid, and he's just never been a great quarterback. There's no elite trait that he has. He's just a quarterback in this league that's playing on a great team, man. I think 20 is the perfect ranking for Ryan Tannehill, man. Mac Jones at 21. Again, I feel like this is probably the most questionable one that I have on my list right now because Mac Jones played manager quarterback last year. But he played really well and did the best with it and had a high completion percentage as he is an extremely accurate quarterback. I love Mac Jones. I love everything about him, even hitting the gritty during the Pro Bowl game. You know what I'm saying? That was dope as hell. Like, how could you not like Mac, man? You know what I mean? Definitely dope. I think he's the perfect quarterback for the Patriots. Very high upside, I feel like. But again, we only seen 1 year from him, and he didn't have a better year than the rest of those guys out there. He played very pedestrian, if we're being honest, last year. The running game took over, the defense took over, and you're playing for the best head coach ever. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty fair, actually, to put Mac Jones at 21. Unless you want to put Mac Jones over Ryan Tannehill, I don't mind that. You want to put Mac Jones over Matt Ryan, I can see that. I think they're pretty much at the same level right now. I don't think you can put him over Jalen, man. I'm being honest. I just don't see it. I think Jalen's going to have a better career, too, than Mac Jones. At number 22, again, I have Jared Goff. He actually didn't play as bad as we would think. I'm not going to dog him, but I don't really think he's a great quarterback. I know a lot of you guys don't believe he's a really good quarterback in this league, so I think 22 is a pretty good spot for him. Jameis Winston, I already explained that earlier, so don't have to get into that, but he's at the number 23 spot for me. I take Jared Goff over Jameis Winston, I'm going to be honest with you. Trevor Lawrence at number 24, I already explained that to y'all as well earlier. At number 25, I think I already explained that to y'all as well, with Davis Mills at number 25. So we can move on from there. Daniel Jones at number 26, man. I think I also touched up on that. No elite traits, bruh. It's nothing elite. He's a pretty good runner for sure. He's not an elite runner. He's a pretty good passer to football, in my opinion, but he's not an elite passer whatsoever. He's very pedestrian. He always looks scared in the pocket. Very twitchy type of guy, you know, sits back there and does this. He's proven he's 4 years into the league thus far. He's proven he's just not that good of a quarterback, man. Let's be honest. I already have a whole video of him last video. So yeah, he's a bottom tier QB right now. And it's crazy because I feel like he does everything pretty well, but nothing comes together well. And he doesn't win at all. At all. He's been in the league for 4 years, never even made it to the playoffs or even had a winning season. Everything's been L's, winning 5 games a year. That's crazy to me, man. He's a bad quarterback, let's be honest. 27, again, I already explained that as well. I have a lot of hope and high. I have him with a high ceiling is Justin Fields, man. I love his game. I really love his game. So we'll see where he goes, but he was a rookie last year and played pretty bad. But he was tossed into the fire and it was just a lot of unfair things happening to bro. So, you know what I mean? I have him at number 27. And number 28, like I said, I had Zach Wilson. I believe Justin Fields is going to have a better career and Trevor Lawrence than Zach Wilson. And I like Zach Wilson's game, but I just view him as another like Baker Mayfield, which, by the way, if you guys are wondering why Baker isn't on this list, I mean, obviously Deshaun Watson, we're projecting to be the starter. So, you know, But best believe, Baker would not be that high on my list, bro. I'm letting y'all know that now. He is not that great of QB to me. And as a matter of fact, Zach Wilson, I feel like probably has higher upside than Baker Mayfield, if I'm being honest. And they're around the same level of quarterback to me. At number 29, Marcus Mariota, as you guys know. Just feel like he's played productive football at times. Can run, really good runner. Can toss the ball a little bit, but it's just, he's been in the league for quite some time now, hasn't proven anything yet. He has had his starting spot taken from him multiple times, so he's bottom tier quarterback, but better than the rest of the guys I'm about to name. Mitchell Trubisky right behind him. I don't think he's had a lot of time to prove just the type of quarterback that he is, but when he's been on the field, he's been pretty bad. At the number 30 spot, Mitchell Trubisky, man, I don't know what else to tell you guys. At 31, Sam Darnold, I already explained that. His career just plummeted really badly. And then Drew Lock at number 32 just hasn't proven anything in this league whatsoever. He's been in the league for a couple years now and hasn't done anything or played much. So he's the bottom ranking QB for me on my top 32 starting QBs list. So that was my top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL QBs list, man. I just feel like my list is as accurate as can be for right now. I've added a lot of, it wasn't just based off statistics, but I've added statistics in there. It wasn't just based off of last year, but it had a lot to do with last year. It isn't just based off these things. It's more so, I believe this quarterback is better than this one. Therefore, I have him ranked above him. And potential was added in there a bit as well. Hey, if you guys loved my list or even like my content, man, make sure to leave a like, man. That would definitely help me out and help the YouTube algorithm a whole lot to bring my content out there a little bit more. So go ahead and show some love and hit that like button, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel, dog. That'll be greatly appreciated. Let me know down in the comment section below how accurate you guys think I was. But yeah, and let me know you guys' opinion or the things that you guys disagree with down in the comment section below. I don't mind arguing whatsoever. So you feel what I'm saying? But with all that being said, man, leave a like, add a comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, dog. I love you guys. God bless you guys. And I'm out, man.